Namaste. This video is part of a series of 4 videos that are yoga inspired, fitnessy, core ab practices. They basically build upon each other, and it's great to start from the first video and gradually work yourself through it. This is aimed at a beginner, and especially if you feel yourself weak in your core, or maybe it's an area that you like to focus in on a little bit more. I take you through it just very gradually, step by step. And I also have a series of 4 core yoga flow videos, and they all work together. There's a link in the description box below that will take you to the folder where all 8 videos are. And I also have a blog post where I've listed all of the practices and given you a little bit more description. I hope that this is helpful. Please let me know in the comment box below. I love to hear from you. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and ask me any questions that you might have. Enjoy. We're going to begin again on the floor and do our breathing and our core engagement work. So find yourself a comfortable position. So if you want to keep your knees together like we did in the first video, you can. Or you can try to keep your feet hip distance apart, but continue to keep the toes lifted and root into the 4 corners of your feet. Adjust your pelvis, adjust your spine so that you feel comfortable. And just keep your hands on your abdomen so that you can really feel what's going on. Inhale, fill your lungs up with breath, as well as fill the belly up with breath. And then exhale, try to empty it out. And now as you try to empty it out, just feel the navel drawing in further and further and further, and the pelvic floor drawing up further and further and further. So you want to try to visualize them meeting together. And then again, inhale, open and let it expand. And then exhale, draw the navel in, lift the pelvic floor. And then when you place your hands or your fingers on your lower belly, you'll feel that engagement. It's almost like a corset that you have here, supporting your organs and also now supporting your back. And again, inhale, let it expand. And then exhale, let it go back to normal. Or an intense normal. Good, just do 2 more times. Inhale, let it expand. And try to let your shoulders and your jaw and your neck soften. And then exhale, draw it all the way back in. Good, and we're going to lift into the bridge. Now, this time around, we're going to add on the arms. So draw the tailbone under, just feel like that string is lifting you up, rooting down into your feet, engaging the bottom of your buttocks, and then very gradually roll it down vertebrae by vertebrae. And then get that soft landing. So what we'll do is we'll inhale as we roll up and back. And exhale as you roll all the way down. All right, just coordinating that movement together. Inhale, up and back. And exhale, all the way down. Hope that this is starting to feel pretty good and integrated. Let's keep a soft gaze there in front of you and roll it down. Good. Now you're going to keep the arms at the side of your body and lift up into a bridge pose. And you're going to take your block and you're going to place the block under your pelvis. So you want to Rest your pelvis first initially onto the block and feel that your hips are leveled. But then you're not going to be resting on the block, you're just going to use the block as a reference point to maintain levelness in your hips. So keep the toes lifted, root into your feet, keep the tailbone drawn under and navel pulled in, and then feel yourself lifting your pelvis a bit off of the block. But you can still kind of feel the block there, okay? Then you're going to try to maintain the balance and extend your left leg out. And now you'll be feeling this a lot into the back of your right thigh, the buttocks, while you're integrating your abdominals. Okay, so the arms can either rest at the side or you can keep your hands on your hips just to feel how that feels. And then slowly lower it down. Okay, and then just readjust. Notice how that was. It's quite intense. And then you're going to shift the weight into the left foot, but try to maintain the levelness, and then extend the right leg out. And hold it there. Notice how that side feels. So notice which side of your leg is weaker and which one is stronger. We all have them. We keep breathing. And release it down. Excellent. Then draw the tailbone under, lift the pelvis up like we did in the first video. Rest the arms at the side of your body and then squeeze and release. So it's important that we try to work each side independently so that we can balance out what might feel too weak and then find a balance between the two. And a few more, squeeze and release, and then take the block and move it a little bit to the side and gradually roll yourself down vertebrae by vertebrae, and again get that soft landing. Maintaining the integration of the abs, and then lift both legs at the same time. And then just give yourself a bit of a hug. Roll the shoulders open. Notice if any tension was building up in your jaw or in your eyes even, or in your neck. Right? Then take the block and place it again right in between your legs. So find that point where you feel that your legs are hip distance, and as you're squeezing the block, you feel the integration of the inner thighs. Lift through the pelvic floor and draw in through the lower belly. So maybe see if the legs can be in a 90-degree angle, or you can lift the legs up a little bit higher if that feels better. Hands behind your head, elbows in. And now you're going to rotate to the left, pause there, extend the right arm to the outside of your thigh, press the arm and the thigh against each other, place the arm behind your head again, and then rotate to the center. You rotate to the right, extend the left arm to the outside of the thigh, press the arm and the thigh against each other as you're pressing the block, bring the arm behind, and then lower it down. Continuing on like that. So exhale to the left. Inhale, extend the arm. Exhale, the arm behind. And inhale back to the center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, extend the arm. Exhale, the arm behind. And inhale back down. And keep going. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. One more time each side. Just go on your own. And everything is now working together. You're squeezing the block. The pelvic floor is engaged. The lower abs are engaged. And you're twisting from the bottom of your ribs. Ooh. And let go of the block. Put it to the side and give yourself a good hug. Excellent. Shrug the shoulders and then cup the hands again around your knees. Draw the knees away. Draw in. Lift the head. Feel that connection from the upper body to the lower body. Maybe rock and roll a little bit back and forth to come up. Or see if you can make your legs so heavy that you gradually come up without that momentum. Okay, and then turn around. So we'll start in a tabletop position, and then exhale, round it into a cat stretch. Inhale, arch it to a cow, curl the toes under. Exhale, round it into a cat, press the hands away. And inhale, arch it to a cow, draw the hands towards you. Exhale, round it into a cat, feel that delicious stretch into your upper back. And inhale, arch it into a cow. Then come back to tabletop position. Maybe draw the knees in a tiny little bit. And then extend the right leg out. Flex the foot, engage your buttocks muscles in the back of your thigh. And then exhale, round, draw the nose and the knee together. And inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. So it's not so important that you can touch the nose and the knee together. What matters the most is that you're drawing up through your core and you feel that engagement, and you'll feel a stretch into the right side of the spine. Pause, then lift the left arm up, finding your balance here on your two limbs. And then work the arm behind you and take a hold of the right ankle or the foot and draw the leg away. You'll feel the stretch into the left side of your chest and shoulder, and also the right hip flexor and quad. Then extend the arm and the leg, ground the left palm to the floor and turn your foot to the side and ground to the outer edge of the right foot. Try to lift up through the left side and then stretch to the right side, root to the outer edge there. And then flex the right foot as you draw into the core, find your lightness, lift up and bend over to the right. And then inhale like a pendulum. We're going to swing and sway back and forth just a few times, stretching and strengthening our side body, our waistline, and also getting into the hamstring here. Good. Pause it. As you ground the right palm to the floor, draw up into the abdomen like you're doing a cat stretch again. Curl the back toes under and step it back into a plank pose. Here we go. Puff up the upper back, wrap the shoulder blades in and find that connection from your heels all the way to the crown of the head. The front body, the back body, and the side bodies all working together. And then lower the knees into the floor. And sit back, and you can just circle your hands a little bit if you felt that in your wrists. And we're going to repeat this on the other side. Aren't you so happy? So come back again to tabletop position and extend your left leg out. Exhale, draw the nose and the knee together. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. And inhale, extend. So it might feel a little different on this side, but that's okay, that's good. Just notice how this side feels and how it responds. And hold. Extend the arm and the leg. Find your balance. Draw up. And then work the arm behind, take a hold of the ankle, and stretch the leg away. Half bow pose. Opening up the right side of your chest and shoulder and the left hip flexor. Good, then extend the arm and the leg again. And then ground the right palm to the floor, turn your right foot to the side, and turn to the outer edge of that left foot for a side plank variation. Good, then keep drawing in, lift up so you find that lightness, and then bend it over to the side. Good, so inhale and exhale. Yeah, so just connecting into that lightness to find the sense of humor. Once you can see the humor and stuff, then it's all good. All right, ground the left palm to the floor, keep drawing up
rounding like you're doing that cat stretch, curling the toes under and then stepping it back into plank pose, and pause there. Like really drawing in, digging in to your inner strength. Breathing with it, and try to find the lightness, find the softness. And lower the knees, the chest and the chin to the floor as you exhale. Inhale to baby cobra. Soft landing. Lift the hands and extend the arms behind you. Interlace your right index finger on top of the left. Roll the shoulders open. Good. And then release, ground the palms to the floor. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale, round it into cat. Inhale to child's pose and downward facing dog. Excellent. So now you can keep the heels off the ground if you want to, or you can pedal a bit through the feet. So feel like you're rolling on the feet there from the ball of your foot into your heels. And if you want to try to draw your heels further into the floor, go for it. Lift your toes up off the floor, draw the energy up through your shins. Just giving your body a full body stretch from the front to the back and to the sides. Good. Lift your heels, bend your knees, and then just sit back into hero pose and circle your hands again. If you felt that in your wrists, retraining the wrists to be on our hands again. And then maybe squeeze and release. And you can shake them loose if that feels okay. Good. Then turn around. And this time you can take a block just on the low side and rest back. Keep the block middle back, right where your shoulder blades are. And legs can be separated so that you just get that openness again in your chest. Arms can open into cactus arms with the palms facing up, and you'll feel a deep stretch into the front of your body. Find a position where your head can just relax back. It should feel good to be here. And if using a block is too much, then you can always take a rolled up blanket or a pillow. And we'll be here for a few moments just to counterbalance all of the work that we've done in this practice. And if you want to stay longer, feel free to pause this video and stay for as long as you can. Just let your breath flow in and flow out. And give yourself some space, some room to breathe, so that you're filling up your prana account. Filling yourself up first, and the more you filled yourself up with prana, with life force, the more you're able to give into anything that you're involved in. And when you're ready to come out of it, just work your legs a little bit closer together. You can bend your legs and roll over to your side and push yourself up to a seated position. Just cross your legs. Feel free to sit on the block. And of course, if you want to take a few moments to sit here. If you need to get on with your day, you can do that. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're feeling good. And I'll see you next time.